Wilder, be ready, baby, because there's going to be some crazy fireworks going on.
I'm bigger than him. I'm heavier than him. I've got more speed than him. I've got a 10 times better boxing brain than him. He can't beat me in a million years. None of them can.
As the fans grew tired of the Joshua Wilder saga, it appeared that boxing politics had slowly flatlined the heavyweight division. Though, with one man's return, we see a new lease of life shockwave through the ranks.
If I lose to these bums, I'll never be able to show my face in public ever again.
The winner of Tyson Fury and Wilder is the #1 heavyweight. I don't care what anyone says, they're the #1.
There will be no stones unturned. We're going to America to win.
When you step in the ring, I will baptize you.
Tyson Fury. One of the most outspoken, erratic, and unpredictable figures the sport has ever seen. You've seen the singing, the antics, and the trash talk.
You've never fought a king before. You're looking at one of your pal.
But one thing is certain. A fully fit Tyson Fury inside the ropes is no joke. Back in 2015, we saw the Gypsy King conquer against all odds in Germany. 2 years out, Fury's boxing career looked dead and buried. But now, unexpectedly, his latest roll of the dice could spark one of the most incredible comebacks of heavyweight boxing history. Though, it simply could not be any more dangerous. Deontay Wilder, considered the most dangerous heavyweight of today with a record to match. A man who has knocked out or retired every single man he's faced as a professional. Equally outspoken, with a mean streak and devastating punching power. They say a good boxer beats a good puncher. And no doubt back in 2015, Fury was the smoothest mover of the current crop. But has he bitten off more than he can chew with his latest decision? Here we break down a future matchup between two heavyweight giants, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Kings chase kings.
You're not perfect. And in boxing, you're going to get hit. And my thing is, I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming.
Because I was talking about it for a while, but everyone thought it was hot air, said I'd never get back. And it was really Deontay Wilder who spurred me on and gave me the ambition to return, because he said I couldn't do it. I believe I could tie one arm behind my back and beat AJ and beat Wilder as well. And pick either one they want, left or right, to go behind the back. And that's how confident I am in my own ability.
This weekend, we saw Tyson Fury overcome his second opponent this year, Francesco Pianeta. Displaying bursts of his former self, he had no trouble overwhelming his slightly smaller opponent. After the fight, true to his word, he continues claims that Deontay Wilder will be next in his audacious heavyweight comeback.
Fury, you went to Germany to dethrone the legendary Klitschko. Will go to Las Vegas and dethrone the WBC champion, Deontay Wilder.
Fury is a fighting man by name and by nature.
Hit me like a man. Come on.
And in the build-up last week, with Wilder gate-crashing the weigh-in, we saw exactly where he gets it from. Since reaching the pinnacle of the sport, Fury fell out of love with the sport and into a dark downward spiral. With previous hints of a comeback, a 25-stone shadow of his former self was fooling nobody.
Well, I'm on it, and I am like a boomerang. I always come back.
But after overcoming personal battles tougher than any opponent in the ring, under the guidance of a young trainer, Ben Davison, a new, revived Tyson Fury could upset the boxing world again.
He's just come back. But the Tyson Fury that we all know is hands down one of the best heavyweights in the world, and I'm hoping and praying he could get back to that level physically.
You see, The thing that makes Fury a love-hate type fighter is the same thing which urged him back to the spotlight: his confidence.
If I can't annihilate this division, this weak, poor division, with no boxers in it at all, then I must be useless myself.
Knowing the skills he possesses, he genuinely believes he can take apart every single name in the mix. No doubt about it. Against Wilder, Fury will look to dominate from his height advantage. With surprisingly nimble footwork and incredible hand speed for a big guy, Fury is deceptively good and possesses excellent fundamentals. Though, lacking the one-punch knockout power of his opponent, he would aim to keep Wilder at arm's length, picking his shots in his trademark, unorthodox style. However, sometimes unorthodox works. And none more shockingly so than his brash American opponent.
Tyson has cumulative power. He can throw 4 or 5 punches with power, whereas he throws 1, 2, and you might not make it back from those 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
And he got murder in his right hand. He got the scariest, I'm telling you, and he's getting better and more confident.
Deontay Wilder throws shots from crazy angles, adopting the windmill tagline from his wild, swinging shots. But when all is said and done, it's the end result which matters. And the end result is that Wilder has beaten 40 opponents, 39 by way of knockout, and 30 of those coming inside 3 rounds. It doesn't look pretty, but it works. Wilder has athleticism on his side, lean muscle, and incredible power. His brawler style has so far suited him perfectly. And after most recently beating another skillful, technical heavyweight in Cuban Luis Ortiz, Wilder will fancy his odds. Coming back from being hurt in the fight, Wilder was able to embrace his identity as a fighter, finishing his opponent just like all the rest. Killer instinct like no other in the division. The question remains how Fury would react under such heavy fire.
Everything I've been through, I will display it in the ring. And unfortunately, Fury has to be the one that received all this punishment.
For me, Tyson Fury at his best is the best heavyweight on the planet.
Wow. Which is unfortunate for them. All roads lead to the Gypsy King. You heard it here first.
A 2-year age gap, including a height, reach, and weight advantage, all favoring the Englishman. And 2 unbeaten records, which speak volumes. Though it could prove to be the most decisive factor in the bout, it's hard to say which fighter has the better chin. Yet style-wise, the 2 couldn't be further apart. Fury, the more skilled and rounded fighter. Wilder, the more powerful and explosive of the 2. Surprisingly, despite the layoff, bookmakers and pundits still believe Fury could enter the bout as the favorite. If things go to plan, and we see a December bout in Las Vegas, we can expect fireworks.
2 bulls that are going to be in a china shop, and they will throw insults and insults. They will be on each other because they want to get inside each other's head.
Maybe everyone's gone mad and thinks Fury Wilder is this massive pay-per-view. Like, that's not the fight. The fight is Joshua Wilder.
As Fury plots to disrupt Eddie Hearn's best-laid plans, the 2 would bring noise, drama, and mind games.
But look at me now, look at them. Where are they all at? There ain't no Joshua's, ain't no Chisoras, ain't no nobody. It's been the Tyson Fury Roadshow since 2008.
2 giants coming together to reignite the biggest division in boxing. Pride, heart, and unbeaten records on the line. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. When kings chase kings.
Remember, the key to anything is confidence and belief.